I think saunas are more beneficial than the ice baths. I think they can be a bit of a fad sometimes, these people jumping in ice baths.
We've talked a little bit about some of your trainers and some of the people around you, but talk me through your training regime or your kind of general days and lifestyles, both in camp and out of camp.
Yeah, so I've recently got my own place, literally around the corner from my mum and dad. So that's been great as well.
Your own gym,
my own house, and that's actually beneficial for my training as well because my house is great, and we've got a lot of people. I've got 3 siblings, I've got 4 dogs in that house. My mum and dad, 2 cats. It's a bit of a madhouse. It's a big family home, and it's great, and I always love it. But sometimes I've been in training camp and I've been like, people walking up the stairs late at night, and them little 1% where you want to get your sleep right. Now I can do that, and I've got my kitchens all done and little things like that. I'm a bit OCD, like I can have all my food prepared properly now and stuff, and my training regime on a day-to-day basis. I probably, if you're in the depth of camp and you're 6 weeks out from a fight, you'll probably train twice a day from Monday to Friday. Monday morning, or the morning sessions are boxing or strength and conditioning, and then the evenings will be a run or a swim or something like that. And you'll spar 2 or 3 times a week. And then Saturday will be a big run day, like a track day or a long distance run at Leon Sea, something like that. Track days are the worst days for me. They're tough, and
You don't like running?
I don't mind short distance running, but the middle or long distance. But the middle distance ones are ones that, as a bigger man, are quite tough for me. The 800 meters, and I've definitely got better at them. And I like doing them because mentally I've got to go through the pain barrier a couple of times, but they're ones that really build you. And then Sunday, get a nice day off, but it always fluctuates. Me and my trainer Mark and Sonny, my strength and conditioner, we're very much that, yeah, we have a plan, but we adapt as well. Some days you might have a really hard session. If I have a really hard spar on Wednesday, I might not do the session on the Wednesday evening. I might have a full day off on the Thursday. Every now and then Mark will say, right, John, you need a day off now. And sometimes that day's rest, I say that to any young boxers out there. Resting is just as important as the hard training, because that's where the adaptations take place. That's where your body gets stronger. That's where you replenish.
What time do you go to bed? How long do you sleep for?
I try and get 9 hours sleep, because you need to. That's the rest is more important than the training. If you're putting the work in, you can't just keep putting the work in and not get adequate sleep, because that's where the body regenerates. I spoke to a guy actually once. I was on the plane back from Hungary. I was in Budapest for my dad's 50th birthday, and I met a guy on there who actually turned out to be a Navy SEAL. And he came and met me once around Christmas time, come down to where I live, and he gave me a load of breathing exercises as well. And they've really helped me as well, because I suffer from a bit of a blocked up nose from the sparring, and like my septum's a bit damaged. But little things like that, little 1%, 2%, as you move through the levels, like you said about when you're sleeping in your room, if you've got a telly in your room, there's a little red dot, an infrared dot, just mask over that. He said about a grounding sheet, which is, so when you go to, as you said, when we were speaking off camera, if you're in Vegas or Dubai, when you're adjusting to jet lag, just walk on the grass, and that's grounding. But he's got a grounding sheet, and you plug it into the side of your plug socket, and it connects you to the electric current that's coming through the ground, and that helps you recover. The Argentinian rugby team done it for years. And little things like that, like the little gadgets, which I've not really been into before, but just learning off other people as I've gone through my boxing career, little 1% and 2%, they all add up. So breathing, quality sleep, having the correct food, having a routine that you can stick to, all them little things add up.
How are you with your nutrition?
Very good, very good. If you see me on Instagram and social media, you know I love a Chinese, like my dad, Big John. But that's social media, you know. People don't see the hard graft that goes in, week out when you're preparing for a fight. I've got a great strength and conditioning coach now called Sonny Cannon. Used to do the nutrition for Tottenham Hotspur, and he is a chef himself, a trained chef, and he gives me great advice. There's little hacks that you can do, and it's always about trying to eat whole foods, you know, eating stuff that grows out the ground or good quality meat. And there is the element of being a heavyweight. You have to make sure you get enough calories in. It's about time constraints as well. And there are times, like if I've had a hard sparring session one day, I can burn 1,500 calories in one session, and I've got to get calories straight back in. So it's about making sensible choices about how you get them calories in. And that might be you go and get a Stone Baked pizza from over the road. Not a Domino's pizza or a Pizza Hut, but he often tells me about Tottenham Hotspur after matches. They'd have a pizza and a milkshake straight away just to get them calories back in. because there's 1,500 calories there. I've then got to get my calories, my maintenance calories, just to make sure I don't lose weight for the rest of the day, you know.
Oh, so I was about to say, why do they need to get the calories back in? And that's so they can maintain, so they can
Maintain
keep
your weight.
muscle.
Yeah, keep your muscle. For me as a boxer, you don't want to be eating into your body weight. What do you
fight? What weight do you fight at?
I fight at about 17 or 17 and a half stone, so about 110 kilos.
And what you're walking around at?
I walk around, if I've just come back into camp like I am now, I don't really fluctuate too much. I put on about 1 or 2 kilos, really.
That's all.
But the composition of your body can change a little bit, so the muscle might go down a bit and the fat might go up a bit, and that's what you don't want.
Do you like saunas and ice baths?
Yes, I love a sauna. Saunas, definitely. I think saunas are more beneficial than the ice baths. I think they can be a bit of a fad sometimes, these people jumping in ice baths. They've definitely got their place. I do cryotherapy chambers as well at a place called Be Superhuman, where I live. But the sauna, I think, there's so many studies done on saunas and how beneficial they are. The benefit of the cold plunge, where you actually jump in, it's a feel-good factor, and then the endorphins, they can give you the same high as cocaine. It's been proven. So I think that's beneficial for your feel-good factor, but the actual recovery and the studies done on recovery lend themselves more to saunas.